Why exactly do people decide to enroll in martial arts classes? What makes them want to train? The purpose of martial arts as a product is that it is seen as a way of transforming individuals into a better version of themselves, whether it be wanting a new sense of increased confidence, the ability to better defend oneself, fitness, or all of the above. Martial arts is a vehicle to reach that new level of personal achievement. What does that mean, though? How do you become a better version of yourself? The only way to do it, the only way you can be better, is by killing the old parts of yourself that you don't like, the things that you want to improve. And that process of destroying yourself so that you can be rebuilt into a stronger, better version of who you are, that is a painful process. It's no different from how our bodies operate when you go to the gym to exercise. You first destroy the muscle, you agitate it, you break it down so that it repairs and becomes a stronger, more capable muscle, more adapted to what you're asking it to do. Martial arts is no different. It is a productive form of self-destruction so that you can cultivate a better version of yourself. And the great thing about it, especially if you're a kid, is it shows the individual how to develop and accomplish any long-term skill or goal. Minimally, it takes about 4 years to earn a black belt in our system, and to a child, that is an eternity. If they can train and continue to develop themselves through that entire 4-year span and fight through all of the obstacles that will be in the way of them getting their black belt, when they get that, that will develop in them a sense of incredible pride and self-worth, the knowledge that they can achieve something big that is priceless. What we're doing here is we're taking people through a journey so that they can learn what they're capable of. It's a long journey, and if you fall off the path of it, then you don't reap the rewards of knowing what you are capable of. So when it comes to staying dedicated, which is one of our 4 numbers in the oath that we recite, the Taekwondo oath, I will be dedicated to my goal of self-improvement. When it comes to staying dedicated, it's very important that students stay consistent in their training. Now, does this mean that we're some kind of cult, you can never take a day off? No, absolutely not. Of course, you can go on vacation. You can do another sport for a month or 2, something like that. But if you can avoid it, it's best to be here so that you don't fall off your path. You can finish your journey and achieve the fruits. A lot of parents have a hard time understanding this, but put yourself in the same shoes as a child. Imagine that you take 3 months off for the summer, and at the end of that 3 months you realize, oh my goodness, I've forgotten so much of what I learned. The people who stayed training that were the same rank as me, they're now ahead of me. The sense of pride in those accomplishments has diminished, and a sense of failure and possibly regret has crept in. And while some people can overcome this, it keeps many people from continuing their training after they stopped in the summer. I've seen statistics from many schools that report that somewhere around 60% of people who don't train during the summer discontinue their training completely. So you can think of taking a break as equaling dropping out for most people who do it. Again, it's going to depend on you or your family, your situation, but if you have to take a break, make sure, if you're a parent, for example, keep the child engaged in their material. Have them work on their forms, have them work on their memorization. Keep the training front and center so that they don't feel like they're behind when it's time to return. And that comes to whether it's a summer break or if it's another sport that they need to take time off for. Have them continue to keep the material fresh. It doesn't have to take long. It could be just a simple 5 minutes 4 times a week or so to keep them feeling like they're maintaining what they were working on. And I don't recommend breaks for that reason. It causes people to fall off of their journey and miss out on that credible sense of achievement that they get from obtaining a long-term goal, such as earning a black belt. So what are some strategies? Because you will get pushback if you're a parent and you have your kids going during the summer. You will get pushback from them sometimes. They might not want to go to class. Think of it this way: if it's a nice day and they're hanging out with their friends at the pool and it's 5 minutes to leave for class and you go, "Hey, time for class, let's get out of the pool and go," and their friends are staying, well, of course they're not going to want to go to class. So what you have to do is put it into the day plan from the very beginning. Maybe get them out of the pool an hour or two before class starts, so it's already in their mind that that's part of the schedule for that day. It's not an option that they don't go. Then you won't have to put up with such a fight. Another strategy is to have them work on some sort of chore before it's time for class. Maybe they vacuum, clean their room, something like that, so that going to class is a relief to them, and they are looking forward to it rather than leaving something that's a little bit maybe more fun. Remember that while martial arts training is meant to be enjoyable, and it is fun for a lot of people, it's also a combination of work and fun. There's no self-improvement without self-destruction. Remember, you have to destroy the old form of yourself, and that creates pain. And that's the reason we use term memberships, is people don't always act in their best interest. They let that fear of pain or discomfort start to dictate their habits. And so our product, while it is enjoyable, is also painful. That's the purpose of it, if you want it to do what it's supposed to do, which is transform the individual. So if you're a student, try to see the whole picture. Don't make a mistake that you will regret. Keep yourself disciplined and dedicated to your training. And if you're a parent, understand that if you can get your child to complete the cycle of our belt system and achieve that long-term goal, that you're giving them an extraordinary gift early in life, showing them how to master a difficult skill or achieve a difficult goal. And that's something they can carry with them into their careers, relationships. Anything that we tend to think of as valuable requires that self-understanding to get through a process like that. Don't deny them of such an incredible gift. Keep them disciplined and dedicated during the summer and other activities.